Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I remain your host Qinspride. Okay, so there is this video that is giving me this vibe. Okay, so I would love us to watch this video and you and I will react to it together. Okay, but before then, during Chidinma Vanessa's pageantry issue, there were lots of things that happened then, and thank God she had moved on and she's doing well. Please, can someone on the line moved on and doing well? Yes, you heard me. Okay, so yes, during that time a lot of issues came up, a lot of statements were issued, and it became a national issue in South Africa. So they said
to go and investigate. I can't just talk because I'm a minister. And if she's South African, we will wish her well. But if she's not South African, we can't have her represent us on the world stage. Where I am sitting now, I don't know. I am waiting for answers. But they say it's xenophobic when you ask the question. How can it be xenophobic? We must ask questions. My surname is Mackenzie. There's some people that ask me, you South African? Because my surname doesn't sound too South African. I don't get offended like, no. Why are you asking me that? We must start to listen to each other. We are being overrun here by illegal foreigners. Not, the emphasis on illegal. People on the ground are feeling the pain. I can't now, because I'm a minister now, I must now stop talking about the problems. Illegal foreigners got all the jobs here. They're taking over everything. And it's a problem that we need to speak about in the restaurants. They're the only ones working.
I'm sure you heard that, right? So I was wondering, take over everything? How exactly did foreigners take over everything? Because the whole story, the whole narrative does not really make sense. Because I believe that in every country there are sectors, okay? And people have like these cadres, okay? We have the senior staff, we have the junior staff, we have jobs for graduates in the country. And of course, the citizens come first. So what exactly is happening? So your job is to discredit my country, Ekwa? Let me massage you. Maybe these your organs are not okay. I'm not sure they are okay. I'm not sure they're okay. Even your brain kind of brain you have, I don't know the brain you have. Maybe it needs massage. Yes, your brain. Even your nose, even your eyes. Maybe they are not properly fitted. Your ear is your ear. You don't use it to hear word. You don't use it to hear word. This is your hand that you're using. And everybody, you don't hear what? You don't hear what? Where are you going to make it? Come back here. Lie down here. Keep this leg one place. Keep it one place. You don't hear what? Keep it one place. All of you that are discrediting my country, keep it one place. That's what you deserve. In fact, keep it one place. This is what you deserve. In fact, come back here. Don't decide. You've never seen anything.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze. In the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing.
And then we must also respond to the outcry of our people that our jobs are being taken by foreign nationals. It's a cry. It is not getting the right interpretation. The reality of the matter is, it is the bottom end of the labor market that needs our attention.
Because you know about the unemployment in this country. And what government is trying to do is also make it difficult for foreign nationals to have jobs here. Not necessarily make it difficult, but you need to find a way so that you don't get a helper or anybody else where there's no scarce skills who gets a job here without considering South Africans first. So how do we deal with the issue of scarce resources? Because when you've got all of them here and you're saying let's formalize them, we don't have jobs. So the competition is high. So you're going to have South Africans that are without jobs. Some of the jobs are really taken by some of the foreign nationals, whether they're here legally or not.
I've never had a country where it says it doesn't want to grow. Numbers matter when it comes to geopolitics. China, it is what it is because of its size of its population.
But its economy is growing very well. Ours is not.
Because the leadership is working. Let's industrialize. Let's make sure that manufacturing grows in South Africa. Let's create jobs. But all I'm saying is, you are saying these people are coming to take jobs. Which jobs are you talking about? Because there are no jobs that South Africans are accepting which are a reflection of slavery. These people are being enslaved here in South Africa. And when you say they've taken South Africans' jobs, you are saying South Africans must be enslaved. These are not jobs. These are slaves' jobs, which South Africans don't want to work abnormal hours, to work under difficult conditions, and don't get paid, and don't have rights. So no South African wants that. At the level where it's a required skill, South Africa makes it very clear that we must give preference to South Africans who've got the similar requirement. Unless we don't have artisans, then we go and fetch from other countries. We're going to chase these people out of South Africa. Tomorrow, the whole plumbing system and sewer system of South Africa will go into a blockade and will not be in a position to help ourselves because we don't have artisans.
Yeah.
The whole of South Africa will go into electricity crisis because you chased away the electricians.
But we do have South African plumbers and South African electricians.
But they are not enough. They can't meet the demand. It's like saying we produce chicken in South Africa, therefore we can't take chicken from South Africa. We don't produce to the capacity of the demand of South Africa. So all I'm saying is, where a job is given, a South African with same qualifications should be given a preference. We cannot prefer a person who's not a South African to the one that is going to pay tax in South Africa. And that is not what we are dealing with. I want you to present any stats to me that says if we deport these foreigners, so many jobs are going to be created. Look at what's happening in education. We are retrenching educators. Not because foreigners have taken the positions of educators. We don't have the political will to sustain those jobs. As a result, they're going to be lost, not because of any foreigner.
Brothers and sisters, it is not as if these people just get handed over a job or get recruited once they land in South Africa. A lot of jobs are made for the indigents. Okay, when you see foreigners and they say these are skilled workers, most of these people are only professionally certified skilled workers who are professionals in their job, okay, that are being recruited by international organizations or big companies. Government work are for the citizens. Even if they want to recruit a foreigner, they must have recruited a lot of the citizens before even a foreigner gets a chance. In so many other countries, there are foreigners there. There are Nigerians in the USA. There are Nigerians in so many countries working as professionals. In Nigeria, there are Kenyans, there are South Africans, there are Zimbabweans, there are Malawians, okay, Somalians. There are so many people, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, so many people, even Americans, Europeans in Nigeria working. These people are termed expatriates because they are foreigners in Nigeria and they are experts at their job. Okay, so yes, it is normal, but nobody gets to hand over jobs that belong to the citizens to them. They are not being recruited to work in government work, in government jobs. The civil service job is not for them. You will rarely see that. And when you see that, it's just 3%. The jobs we are talking about are menial jobs. What kind of certificate do you need to do a house chore job, a gate man, a security man? What kind of a certificate do you need to be a waiter or a waitress? What kind of certificate do you need to work in a salon or in a restaurant? What kind of a certificate do you need to be a driver or a cleaner? These are jobs that you as a South African, you don't want to. The jobs that you refuse to accept. The job that you feel that, oh, as a local, I am too big to collect this kind of job, to accept this kind of job. I can't. That is slavery. These are jobs that these people do take.
Good morning, guys, and a world at large. Regarding my video I posted yesterday on TikTok, I've been reading on comment section. Some people are asking silly questions there. Some are commenting real good. First and foremost, let us see, this country is so big, guys, and this thing of job, fighting for job and whatsoever, I've never seen Mupedi, Mutsonga, or Muvenda participating in this thing. These are tribes that are very much disciplined in this country. When you talk about education, the vendors are educated. When you talk about education, the Pedis are educated. When you talk about respect, the Tsongas are the most respectful people in this country. But I've never seen them going about, hey, our job this, our job that, foreigners this, foreigners that. Look.
Okay, guys, there are tribes, okay, in South Africa, just like we have in Nigeria, right? So if you watch your screen now, I'm going to place the tribes there. I may not really know if these are the only tribes they have, because I'm not from South Africa. However, do permit me. But I know that there are vendors, the Tongas, Pedis, and others. I may not be able to pronounce the names the way a local South African, a local will be able to pronounce it. However, these are tribes, and these are mostly Bantus, right? There are so many Bantus in South Africa, okay? And not just that, there are Bantus in many African countries. I'm talking about more than 300 million Bantus are scattered across Africa. For example, if you go to Kenya, if you go to Congo, the Zimbabwe, the Mozambicans in South Africa, in Congo, as well as Nigeria. In Congo, we have about 80% of Bantus. There are Bantus in Cameroon, and Bantus in Eastern region in Nigeria. I call them, it will be safe to say that they are semi-Bantus because they've evolved over time. And when I say Eastern region, I'm talking about the Igbos, the Efik, the Ibibio, the Anang people. These people are from Niger, Congo. Okay, so they are semi-Bantus. And you can see that in their cultural activities, the leopard skin, the tiger skin, the Ishiago, you know, the Akpobago, Ebubago, and the rest of them. If you take a good look at this and compare it to the South African Zulu and the Vendan people, you will see the similarities, right? The same if you go to Cameroon. You will also see their cap. Look at the stripes that looks like a leopard, okay? They are all the same. Look at their outfit. They look the same, right? Hold on. Brothers and sisters, it is safe to say that Chidima's father is semi-Bantu, right? If I'm being correct, yeah. Chidima's mom is of Mozambican origin, right? And she is a Bantu woman. If I'm being correct. So, the father is semi-Bantu. The mom is Bantu. And Chidima was ostracized, humiliated openly bashed, forced to step down, caricatured by Bantu people in South Africa. Ooh.
There is no company that will go house to house looking for someone to employ. As a citizen, you have to wake up in the morning, go to look for work. And that employer will employ you before a foreign national has arrived. There is no foreign national who came here to steal people's jobs. You say they have stolen our jobs. Stealing is what you are doing now. You are going to a company looking for where foreign nationals are working. You take him out. You put yourself there. That is stealing. If you do not know the definition of stealing is what you are doing. Actually, you are stealing from foreign nationals. You are a thief. Going about, we removed 64 people. This place will be replaced by South Africans. That is theft. That is real theft if you know the definition of, you don't know the definition of stealing.
All right, guys. So, it simply means that this is a tribal issue, sweethearts. And here lies the dangers of generalizing. Okay, in every country, there are people, there are tribes that do like to complain. Sometimes they complain for a good cause. Okay, sometimes they are selfish. So they complain for selfish reasons. And these people are loud. Yes, they can be so loud. And I will always tell people, you don't just generalize things. Not everybody is terrible. Not everybody is bad. Not everybody is among those that are always complaining or agitating. So I will always say there is always a danger in generalizing things. Okay? So not everybody, no matter how bad, no matter how wrongly stereotyped a country is, there are good people there. There are sensible and mature people there. Okay? So if I understand correctly, these people do not get worried when you get a job at first, or when a company commences operation in their region at first, or in their areas at first. However, over time, when they realize that people are working and getting a better pay, so they are seeing those people getting paid properly, or they are looking good, all of a sudden they would want to invade the company, position themselves there so that they will get the same payment. And the problem is this: you are not trying to get in through the right channel. Of course, you will need to apply if there is an opening or a vacancy. You do the needful, then go for an interview. If you succeed, you will be employed. But no, what they want to do is to make sure that people who worked hard to get in the positions that they are in that country, people who work hard to put food on their table, you want to remove food from their mouth and position yourself to take their position, right? That is actually reaping where you did not sow. Yes. And to me, that is wickedness. What do you have? What are you bringing to the table, brothers and sisters? Yes, bro. You don't just wake up and you just want to go there and work. Are you ready to obey the rules and regulations? Did you apply before then? Or you just want to enter there because you have the power, or because you were local? So because of that, foreigners should not work. Okay? You cannot stay where you did not deserve. There is no miracle there. You may get lucky, get employed, but you will have to go through the right process. So I understand this now. So you refuse these jobs. And these people, they took up these jobs. And they are doing well. And all of a sudden, you don't want them. You do the job, you don't want to do the job. Okay. For example, I want a nanny. And you refuse to apply. And then someone applied. And I accepted them. And you want them to leave. But you don't want to do the job. Kilo Dini. What sort of a human being are you? That is wrong on so many levels. Listen to what Malema said. That is exactly what we are talking about. Now, some people that want to do business and their business is waxing strong, and you are still after them. You are after everyone doing anything good in your country, but you cannot do it. Just listen to you. Just look at yourself. Thank you, my brother, for telling them the truth. Now everything is properly explained. Before it was Nigeria. Now, everyone don't they receive the heat. Brothers and sisters, I will hire someone who is serious to work. Yes, I will not hire a thief. I will not hire someone who will feel so entitled in my office. Some of you refuse to go to school. Get educated, you said nah. Hustle, you said nah. Some of you are so lazy. Rules are rules. I'm sure you understand. There are rules in every organization. And if you're an employee, you are expected to follow the rules. So, if you go against the guidelines of the company, you may be penalized. You may be issued with a query. You are expected to answer the query or undergo your what? The punishment when you're penalized, because every action has consequences. But brothers and sisters, whereby you feel because you're a local and so the company do not have any right to issue you a query or to penalize you. So you feel that you will threaten them, and so you threatened to report them to the authorities. And when the authority says, no bro, you were wrong, your accusations are baseless, the next thing, you will start crying on the streets of South Africa. You start crying on the streets that the government does not love you, that the authorities are fighting against you, and you will mobilize your fellow queries. Then boom, you will start destroying companies, breaking in and looting their merchandise, stealing from them, looting their shops, and forcing them to leave your country. What sort of a human being are you? This is wrong on so many levels. And you want to complain that your government, that they're not listening to you. Who in their right mind will listen to this? Who in their right mind will allow this to happen? Answer me.
I bet you that most of the South Africans that are xenophobic are the poorest. The ones who hate on foreigners, the ones who belittle other tribes, other Africans, they tend to be the poorest. They are the ones who are living in the shacks. They are the ones who are reliant on the government. They are the ones who do not want to take action. They are the ones who are lazy. I'm not speaking about every single South African when I make this video. I'm just speaking about those few problematic ones. So guys, I can bet you that 7 out of 10 times when a South African gets rich, there is a foreigner involved. By foreigner, I don't only mean black, but I'm speaking of people of other races and ethnicities too, such as white, Indian, Jewish, Chinese, Asian, or even your black Africans. I bet you that whenever someone gets rich in South Africa, they usually connected with someone from outside, because these people operate on higher levels. So if you still have this mindset of blaming your lack of wealth, your poverty on someone else, you are going to remain poor for eternity and forever. When you start seeing that these people actually work hard, let me connect with Zimbabweans, let me connect with Malawians, let me work with Nigerians, that's when your mindset will change, because they'll teach you self-reliance, to rely on yourself. Most of you blame the government for everything.
What sort of people are these? No wonder they cannot travel. Because no country will tolerate you in their land. You want to work, you work. You want to make money, you hustle. No one will feed you without you working for it. There is no entitlement. There you have brothers and sisters in other countries. You should know by now. You should know by now that things do not work that way. You are lazy. You can't even fend for yourself abroad. So who will employ you? So you better buckle down. Get to work. Work hard. Yes.
We are not going to stop. The Nigerian embassy sent me a letter.
Listen, the tone and what you're saying, they must go home.
The illegal ones. We know we're not talking here about pastors. We're not talking here about priests. We're talking about illegal foreigners.
Yes, but also my question was about the laws, because you are punting the fact that our law says that this is the case, and it's not. Our laws do not right now, according to the Labour Minister, say that we must employ South Africans first. Nedlac is actually still discussing that, and he says that there should be change. It's not in place right now. So what you're punting as a message of fact is actually, in fact, not, right? And how you go about doing it is the key thing here. No one disagrees that South Africans need to have jobs, especially when it comes to positions like waiters and other positions that are not skilled where we have to look abroad, right? No one disagrees with that. The impact of what you're doing and saying is what people are concerned about, and that is xenophobia and xenophobic attacks, which have been raised by groups like the African Diaspora, which have been raised by the Human Rights Commission and other groups that have issued statements today.
If you want a job, you can create one for yourself. There are job creators out there. You can start business. You mustn't be supported by government to start business. It takes resilience. Yes, you need your brain. You need to put 2 and 2 together. You can also meet foreigners to help you. You know, the good thing about this is this. You can actually meet a foreigner and say, please, bro, can you teach me how to work? Can you teach me how to, set up a business? How to do this business? How do you make this money? Yes. If you go to them, humble yourself, approach them, they will teach you. You don't need to shout them down. You don't need to pursue them. Unfortunately, you're fighting your own. Just listen to this.
Foreigners means visitors. Visitors are people who just come empty-handed with a small bag. When the time permits, they go. That's you. You are renting. You are marching from the hostels, beating up people that they must leave South Africa. Yet you do not own a hostel. You are paying a rent in that hostel. You can be removed yourself from that hostel. You are telling people to leave your country. You come from an apartment. You come from a flat. You come from a house. You have no paper. When you return back home after taking out Zimbabweans, the white man will be at the door showing you the way out of the rented flat, out of the rented house, out of the rented apartment. You have nothing to show. Yet you claim this is your country. You have nothing. You are defending a white man's property. This South Africa is owned by a white man. This South Africa is controlled by the white man.
This is so sad. But this is true. I feel you are not even xenophobic. Let us use the appropriate terminology. Afrophobic. Like you don't want fellow Africans, but you want Europeans. You want Russians. You want people. You want Americans. You want people from other continents to come work in your land. But your own people, you don't. Have you bothered to ask yourself what happens tomorrow if these other continents reject your people? And other African countries decided to close their doors. And listen to me very carefully. You are causing problem for the good South Africans, because I believe it is not every South African. There are many South Africans in Nigeria. So you are causing problem for South Africans in other countries who are doing the right thing and who would also want to move from another country to another country. You are destroying their reputation. You are making people dislike them or not wanting to interact with them. This is not about Nigerians anymore. Because I can remember some years ago, 2019, 2020, a lot of Nigerians left South Africa. Okay, those in South Africa are still there because they don't really know what to do. They have a lot of businesses there. And please, brothers in South Africa, I will still tell you, I know not every South African is bad. You understand? I know. But just be very, very careful. If you can come back home, please come back home or go to another country, because these people, afrophobia is getting out of hand. Just leave the country, please. Okay, I know there are good South Africans there. I will not, yes, I know that. I know there are Nigerians in South Africa with good South Africans doing well. But it is today, oh. The day you will meet the terrible one, or the day the one that is good will turn to be bad, it will be another story altogether. Okay, I just want you to be very careful. Come back home. Or you can go to another country where you are valued. Okay, people that will just wake up to destroy your businesses. So, what is it? What do you want to go there and do? Yeah, being in South Africa currently is no longer raining. When a lot of Nigerians left South Africa, a lot of things began to be exposed. I can remember then that some Zimbabweans and Mozambicans came to say, oh, yes, what they are doing to Nigerians, oh, that is good. Oh, that's good. We are Zims, we are Zimbabweans, we are Mozambicans, they love us. South Africans are our brothers. We don't have a problem with them. Then it was about Nigeria. But now, every black African is feeling the heat in South Africa. And we are watching. God bless Nigeria, and God bless every African that is patriotic.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze. In the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flow